God says, "Your soulmate's name starts with this letter, my dear child. Take a deep breath right now and let peace flood your weary heart." I'm speaking straight to you because I need to share something that might feel like it's breaking you open, but I promise, it's only to heal you from the inside out. You're not hearing these words by some random fluke or algorithm glitch. Your angels and heaven's messengers guided you here. They've been watching you carry a load that would crush most people ages ago. They see the raw, hidden pain you bury deep, the heavy burden you shoulder when no one's looking. But look at you, still standing, still breathing, still holding on to that flicker of hope that true love might finally find its way to you, even after everything tried to snuff out your light. I know that ache in your chest lately, that persistent throb that won't quit. It's not the sharp sting of fresh heartbreak, but a dull, heavy weight from a heart that's learned to guard itself so tightly it's almost forgotten how to open up fully. You've built walls to block the hurt, but those same walls are keeping the joy out too. I see you in those quiet 3 a.m. moments, when the world's asleep and you're alone with your thoughts, staring at the ceiling, wondering if you'll ever be truly cherished. I hear your soul's silent questions. Will anyone see past my armor and love the vulnerable person hiding underneath? I haven't let you slip into that numb shell. I'm crafting something so tender, so perfectly tailored to your heart, that when it arrives, you'll weep with relief, finally feeling seen. I've been whispering your name into someone else's ear, someone who gets what it means to carry scars, someone whose heart's been pieced back together from fragments. They won't flinch at your jagged edges. You were chosen for this revelation, not because you're perfect or have it all together, but because you're real. You've stood in the ashes of shattered dreams and refused to stop believing something beautiful could grow from that scorched ground. Before we dive deeper into what I have planned for you, take a quick moment to subscribe to this channel so you never miss these messages of hope and guidance. If this video brought hope to your soul, please consider using the Super Thanks feature to support our message. I'm preparing someone who won't treat you like a project to fix. They won't rush your healing just to get a better version of you. Instead, they'll sit in the sacred space of who you're becoming and call it beautiful. While you've been doing the hard work therapy, journaling, those long nights choosing to keep going, the spiritual realm's been hustling just as hard for you. I've seen every night you pushed on when quitting felt easier. Every morning you got up, even when your spirit felt crushed. My messengers have gathered those moments of grit like precious gems, weaving them into a love story made just for someone as brave as you. Even when hope felt like a cruel joke, you kept that tiny spark alive. And I've seen it. You've felt a shift lately, haven't you? That restlessness refusing to let you slip back into old hiding habits. Your soul's stirring because it senses something's coming. Like animals feel a storm brewing, your spirit's bracing for an emotional shift that'll rewrite everything you know about love. The loneliness you've worn like a second skin is about to turn into deep recognition. Not a desperate, clingy love, but a quiet, profound knowing when two healed souls finally connect in the aftermath. You've been learning to love your broken places, and I'm sending someone who'll see those spots as holy ground. You might wonder if you've waited too long, if your standards are too high, or if your heart's too scarred for a fresh start. You look in the mirror and question if anyone could love the rebuilt you. But that version, scarred but stronger, changed but more authentic, is exactly what someone's been praying for. If you can feel your spirit breaking open as you hear these words, I want you to comment below with the phrase, My heart remembers how to hope. Let the universe and the angels hear your willingness to believe again, even if believing feels like a dangerous thing to do. Your engagement with this message tells me that despite everything you have been through, you are still brave enough to want love. I am showing you this now because heaven is ready to prove that your scars are not disqualifications. They are actually your credentials for a love so deep, it could only be trusted to someone who knows the value of a real connection. I have much more to tell you about the person who is coming, and the signs you should look for, including the letter of their name. Trust that the timing is being handled by hands much larger than yours. You are not alone, and you have not been forgotten. Your story is far from over, and the best chapters are just beginning to be written. I am showing you something very specific about your love story right now. My beloved child, the person I am bringing into your life is not a perfect statue of someone who has never known pain. Instead, they carry their own collection of scars and their own history of falling down and getting back up again. They have a testimony of survival, of making it through fires that by all rights should have broken them completely. Because they have lost things they once held dear. They have learned the rare art of holding precious things with a very gentle hand. They know exactly what it feels like to be wounded by love. And that is why they are finally ready for a love that heals. Within the next 2 months, I want you to pay very close attention to the world around you. Someone from your past may resurface with a heart that has been completely transformed, or a total stranger might cross your path who feels so familiar that your soul whispers a greeting. I am being very specific about this timing because I want you to keep your eyes open for the signs of my orchestration as it unfolds in your daily life. This person has been on their own deep journey, learning to love themselves in the shadows, just as you have. They have been asking me for someone real, someone who won't run away when the conversation gets deep or when the emotions become heavy. They aren't looking for a performance. They are looking for you. When you are with them, you will not feel like you have to prove your worth or act like a perfect version of yourself to be accepted. Their energy will feel like finally walking through the front door of your own home after a very long trip. Before I tell you more about how you will recognize them, take a moment to subscribe to this channel so you can stay connected to theirs. Words of truth. When you look at this person, you will feel seen in your complexity and your beauty. Not just in the moments when you are strong, but in the moments when you are tender and afraid. Your conversations will flow like water, finding its natural level. You won't feel the need to edit your thoughts or translate your feelings into something more palatable for them to hear. They will understand your references, laugh at your unique sense of humor, and be perfectly comfortable sitting with you in total silence. I have been aligning your frequencies and tuning your hearts to the same emotional wavelength. I am preparing you to recognize each other across whatever distance or circumstances currently keep you apart. This love will not ask you to throw away the wisdom you have gained from your past pain. This person won't want the naive version of you that existed before life taught you how fragile hearts can be. They want the version of you that is standing here today, the one who knows how to fight for what matters and knows the difference between settling and true connection. Remember that there is a time for every season under heaven. You have already walked through the season of breaking and the long, slow season of becoming. Now, my child, it is time for your season of loving. This isn't a love born of desperation or a need to fill a dark hole in your soul. It is a connection born of two whole people choosing to walk together in the light. I know your mind might whisper that this is too beautiful to trust, that you should stay guarded, listing all the ways it could go wrong. But your spirit knows what your mind's still catching up to. Every experience that felt like destruction was actually prepping you for this exact moment. Imagine being chosen not despite your complexity, but because of it. Picture the relief of being with someone who doesn't demand you stay light and easy all the time. They'll sit with you through the heavy stuff. No rush, no minimizing. You'll finally feel safe enough to be fully known and fully loved, scars and all. Every person who couldn't handle your depth was just training you to spot the one who can. Every ended relationship was me clearing space for the one meant to last. Every time you chose healing over hardening your heart, you were gearing up for a love that needs your full self. I've used it all, even the deepest hurts, to shape you into someone ready for lasting love. If you believe your healing season is shifting to joy, comment, "I am ready for my season" below. Understand, this isn't about settling for whoever's around. It's about recognizing you've become worthy of extraordinary love through the extraordinary work of mending your soul. You've turned wounds into wisdom, loving yourself in spots you once hated. Now you're ready to love from overflow, not emptiness. Tuki, the person I'm bringing has done the same grind. They've battled their demons, learned to be alone without loneliness. They're not seeking completion, just a partner to build something amazing side by side. Could your waiting season finally be wrapping up? Is your heart open to believing the best chapters of your love story start now? You're not alone. I'm guiding every step into this fresh start. My child, think back to those long, lonely nights lying awake, wondering if you'd ever feel truly at home in someone's arms. Those nights weren't wasted. They were prepping you to recognize that home feeling the instant it arrives. I'm telling you today, your heart's ready to embrace that the most beautiful pages of your love story are being written right now. You're not walking solo. Thousands of other rebuilt souls are connecting in this massive spiritual love awakening. This is the season where I'm pairing people who've done the tough inner work. People who get that real love isn't about finding happiness in someone else, it's sharing the happiness you've already built. I feel the shift in you as these words hit home, mirroring your journey. Many of you have had vivid love dreams lately, or spotted signs that romance is closing in. These aren't random, they're my confirmations that your love story's locking in spiritually, ready to show up in real life. You might have caught repeating numbers on the clock, random love symbols in everyday spots, or sudden hope surges that catch you off guard. These are my breadcrumbs of encouragement, because I know how tough it's been to keep faith after so many hurts. This message is another one, a reminder I've never forgotten you. Before we dive into your soulmate's specific signs, hit subscribe to stay tuned to the guidance I'm sending your way. If these words are reaching the deepest parts of your I want you to take a moment to comment below and say, "I choose to believe again." By doing this, you are letting heaven hear your willingness to risk hope one more time, even if it feels a little bit dangerous. Your engagement is an act of faith, a declaration that despite everything you have survived, you still believe that a deep, true love is possible for you. I respond to that kind of courage. I move mountains for hearts that are brave enough to stay open after being broken. I want you to understand that your healing journey hasn't disqualified you from love. It has actually qualified you for a much better, deeper kind of love. As you prepare for this person to enter your life, I am asking you to tend to your inner garden with even more devotion than before. Continue with your therapy, your meditation, your journaling, and your commitment to healthy boundaries. This love I am sending is not coming to rescue you from your journey. It is coming to walk beside you as you continue to become exactly who you were meant to be. Start speaking blessings over this love right now, even though you cannot see it with your eyes yet. Thank the universe for preparing a partner who will appreciate every bit of the hard work you have done on yourself. Express your gratitude for a connection that will honor your strength and your softness at the same time. I want you to pay close attention to the small stirrings in your heart. If you feel a nudge to say yes to a coffee date or to respond to a message from someone unexpected, trust that intuition. Your person might arrive through the most surprising channels, so do not try to limit how I can bring you together. Practice the art of receiving right now in your daily life. Start by accepting small compliments, letting people help you with simple tasks, and allowing yourself to be cared for by your friends and family. Let yourself be seen in your moments of need just as much as you are seen in your moments of strength. It is also time to release any lingering relationships or situations that keep you stuck in patterns of giving much more than you receive. You must clear the space both energetically and practically for a love that flows equally in both directions. If you are still holding a flame for someone who could never truly appreciate your light, it is time to let that flame burn out so you have the energy to welcome someone who will treasure your glow. Do not try to force this connection into existence through dating strategies or pure control. This meeting is being orchestrated at a level far beyond what you can manipulate. Your only job is to stay open, keep healing, and continue becoming the most authentic version of yourself. I will handle the logistics of bringing the two of you together. When this love finally manifests, you will understand with total clarity why every other relationship had to end. You will see how every single heartbreak was actually a form of preparation, teaching you how to recognize and appreciate this specific level of connection. Your friends and your children will witness a love so grounded and full of mutual respect that it will become their new standard for what is possible in a relationship. This is not a distant someday future I am talking about. This love is approaching your reality right now. The person whose heart is being prepared for yours is likely thinking about love this very night, wondering if someone like you actually exists. They are hoping they haven't missed their chance, having no idea that they are about to meet the person who will make them grateful for every single thing that led them to this moment. The shift has already started in the spiritual realm. Keep your heart expectant. Watch for the signs I am sending and believe in the possibility that your most beautiful chapters are about to unfold. My child, as we come to this final moment of our conversation, I want you to listen with the very depth of your soul, because the message I'm about to give you is the final key to the door you have been standing before. As you prepare for this extraordinary love to enter your physical reality, I am asking you to tend to your inner garden with even more devotion than you ever have before. Do not stop the work that has brought you this far. Continue with your therapy, your meditation, your journaling, and the firm boundaries you have worked so hard to set. This love isn't coming to rescue you from your life or to handle your healing for you. It's coming to walk beside you, hand in hand, as you keep becoming the person you were always meant to be. Right now, start speaking blessings over the love that's on its way, even if you can't see it yet. Thank the universe, and thank me for preparing someone who will truly appreciate every bit of work you've put into yourself. Be grateful for a connection that honors your strength and your softness, your fierce independence, and your quiet longing for real partnership. When you voice these blessings, you're clearing the path for their arrival. You're telling heaven you're ready to receive what's been made just for you. Pay close attention to those small, quiet nudges in your heart, urging you to say yes to an invitation. If you feel pulled toward a simple coffee date or a message that stands out, don't ignore it. Your person might show up through the most unexpected doors, in ways you never pictured. Trust your gut when it whispers that someone's worth exploring beyond the surface. This is how I guide you, not always with a big shout, but often with a soft tug in your spirit toward a person or place. Practice receiving in every part of your life right now. Start small. Accept a compliment without brushing it off. Let people help with little things. Allow yourself to be cared for in everyday moments. Let friends show up for you. Let strangers hold the door. Be seen in your vulnerable times just as much as your strong ones. By embracing the small stuff, you're prepping your heart for the massive, life-changing gift of a soulmate's love. Now's the time to release any ties or lingering situations keeping you stuck in old habits. If you're giving more than you get, or clinging to hope for someone who never valued your light, let those flames die out. You need that energy for the one coming to cherish your glow. Clear the space, both energetically and practically, so a balanced love can finally settle in. Before I reveal the specific sign in their name, hit subscribe to this channel right now so you never miss the guidance flowing straight to your heart. Don't force this love by swiping endlessly on apps or scheming to control the timing. This connection's being orchestrated on levels way beyond human reach. Your job? Stay open, keep healing, and focus on being your most real self. I'll handle the details and timing of bringing you together. Trust that I know your heart better than any map. When this love finally shows up, you'll look back and see why every other one had to end. You'll understand with crystal clarity how each heartbreak was prep work, teaching you to spot and treasure this kind of bond. This love will be so real, so rooted in mutual respect. It'll set a new bar for everyone around you, your kids, your friends. They'll see what's possible when two whole people choose each other from strength, not need. This isn't about some far-off dream. This love is heading your way right now. The person whose heart's being prepped for yours is probably thinking about love tonight, wondering if their match exists and hoping they haven't missed it. They have no idea that they are about to meet the one person who will make them grateful for every difficult experience that led them to you. The shift has already begun in the spiritual realm, and the wheels are already in motion. I want you to keep your heart wide open and your spirit expectant for what is coming. Watch for the signs, trust the divine timing, and believe with everything in you that this is possible. This message found you today because your love story is still being written, and the most beautiful, breathtaking chapters are about to unfold. I have spoken truth over your life tonight, and what heaven has prepared for your heart cannot be stopped by your past wounds, your current fears, or any earthly circumstances. If you feel the weight of these words in your chest, and you are ready to welcome this person, I want you to comment. I am watching for the signs below. By doing this, you are telling the universe that you are paying attention and that you are ready for the reveal. Trust the process that has brought you this far. The same force that held you together when you felt like you were falling apart is the same force that is now bringing you someone who will celebrate every single piece of your reconstructed heart. As you prepare to close this moment of connection, remember that I have more messages specifically for hearts like yours, souls that have been broken and rebuilt. I know that the deepest and most resilient love often grows in the soil that has been transformed by pain. If this message has cracked something open in you and brought you a sense of hope, show your gratitude and let that energy flow. Share this message with someone else who feels like their story is over because they need to know that their scars don't disqualify them. They qualify them for something better. Heaven sees your courage, and I celebrate the healing you have worked so hard for. I am preparing a love for you that is truly worthy of everything you have survived to become. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. And your story is very far from over. Rest in this truth tonight, knowing that the specific sign I have promised is already on its way to you. Your soulmate is real. Their heart is searching for yours. And very soon, the name that starts with the letter I have shown you will become the most beautiful sound you have ever heard.